Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out the new Huda Beauty Neon Pressed Powder Palette. This just released a couple of days ago, got it today, so I wanted to play a little bit with the palette, do some swatches, so if you want to see that, make sure you stick around. Alright, so first off, I want to start off with playing with the palette on my eyes. Literally unboxing it right now. Have not even looked at the inside. I did pick up I think this is the orange. Well, it's obviously orange, so I'm gonna assume this is the orange palette. It has 9 shades. It's pretty tiny. If you have any of the like Huda Obsessions palettes, it's about the same size. But y'all, this is my first Huda eyeshadow. So here is I think if you can see it, here is the palette. First impressions right off the bat, this is very beautiful in person, you guys. Like, wow, this is a cute color story. I really like it. Now, a couple of people were saying that this is not neon, these are just brights, but she already has the bright, so I felt like neon was gonna probably be the next like name for this. I'm not really concerned about that because I don't really expect too many like powder pigments to ever show up like a true neon on my eyes, so that doesn't bother me. This retails for $29, which from what I understand is $2 more than her normal 9-pan eyeshadows. It has a mirror, which is, you know, it's not an amazing mirror. It's pretty tiny and it's not that clear, but I don't really care about all that. But if you do, I just figured I'd mention it. Oh, you know why it's not clear? This is why. It is pretty clear once you take off the plastic, you know, like, come on. So let's go ahead and start. I have no idea what look I'm going to do with this, but I love that it's super bright. I'm hoping the color payoff is very close to what it is in the pan. I'm going to test out the pink shade. Yeah, I don't think they're named, so I'm just going to say the pink right here. This is the bottom row. And I'm going to focus that towards the like outer corner of my eyes. And this is my MAC 217 brush. I went overboard with the makeup today. Like, I just felt like being dramatic. But this is the P. Louise Rumor 2 base. So far, it is very pigmented. I didn't blend it out yet though. I just packed it, so don't be fooled by that. I'm just gonna wait to blend it just because I want the most color payoff. Now I'm gonna start blending out the edges over here. Okay, so far so good as far as blending is concerned. I'm not really having any issues blending out the shadow. I just started to roughly blend around I just started to roughly blend around the edges to like, I guess like blow it out just a little bit more. Now I'm gonna go in with this orange neon shade, and I'm gonna take that in the middle. This one has a little bit more kickback than the pink did, but I'm just gonna pack it in the middle. And I think that's pretty neon in person, at least. Maybe it's not translating on camera, but this orange is a very neon-y type. I'm going back in with the pink shade that I used first, and I'm just going to blend the two together. So far, guys, these shadows are blending out pretty nicely and are showing a way more pigmented than I like ever imagined this would. I will say with this orange shade, it took a little bit more packing on to get it to kind of stick, and I could kind of tell it was going to be that way because it has a little bit more kickback than the pink did, so I had to really like pack it in there. But once it's there, it's definitely way more pigmented than I imagined. The next shade I think I'm going to go in with is this green shade here on the end. I love that this palette has this like little pop of lime green, but I'm going to go in first without any like spray or anything and just see how that looks. I'm putting that on the inner corners of my eye. Okay, and I'm gonna merge the orange and green together by just blending that out as best I can, because this is a little bit more chunky than what I was expecting. If I would have done the swatches first, I probably wouldn't have done this. It's kind of chunky. It's not like a typical shimmer. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about when I do the swatches. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying, this green, the shimmer shades are a little bit more chunkier than what I was expecting. So I would even recommend maybe you putting down a glitter primer for those shadows. They do have a lot of fallout. Well, at least the green one does, but it seems to be the same formula with all the shimmers, so I'm gonna say they have fallout. I like this palette because it has so many mattes and only 3 shimmers. That's always a plus. I would always prefer more mattes than shimmers, because to me you can get more versatility out of like your crease work and your transition colors with that. Yeah, so let's go on to the lower lash line. I think for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with another matte shade. I'm going to go in with this like purpley pink neon shade, and I'm just going to pack that on the lower lash line. That has some fallout to it, honey. Alright, so I'm pretty much done with the eyes. So far, I really like the colors in this palette. Like I said, it is way more pigmented on my eye than I expected. I just expected it to just like kind of wash away when I blend it. I by no means didn't lose like all the pigment, which sometimes happens with shades like these. So what I'm going to do is add some mascara. I'm probably going to add on a lash and some white eyeliner, and then I will come back and we will go over some swatches. Alright, so I'm back and the final look is completed. I'm wearing the Kiss lashes, the triple push-up ones in the style Teddy. I also use the Morphe Oh Brow Baby in the waterline, and I use the Milk Kush mascara on the top lashes, and I'm about to put them on the bottom lashes because I just realized I forgot. Alright, so I went ahead and put some on my lower lashes. So yeah, let's get right on into some swatches. It's only 9 shades, so this shouldn't take a ridiculous amount of time. I'm gonna start with the bottom row and work my way through each row. So this is the neon orange shade. This is more of a neon pink. These don't really swatch that well at all. And then the green shade, which is more like a lime green. It's a chunky shimmer shade. Okay, the next row, I'm going to go in with this glittery red shade. Well, it's a glittery, like a shimmer pink shade. Similar, it's the same formula as the green. Then it's this lighter orange shade, which is not so much neon in my opinion. It's more of a just a regular like peachy orange. Ooh, and that looks kind of ashy, honey. I'm glad I didn't use that. That looks pretty ashy on my skin tone. So yeah, probably won't use that unless I use it as like a lid shade. And then this is the deepest shade in the palette, which is like a neon purple pink. I use that on the lower lash line. So here are the first 2 rows so far. Okay, the last row is a yellow. Then we have a shimmery orange shadow. That's like the best swatching shimmer shade in the palette. Ooh, I'm ashy, don't mind me. And then this is more of like an orangish reddish neon shade. Wow, that's pretty. I probably should have used that. Yeah, I don't know if my camera is doing these shadows any justice as far as the color goes, but the The shadows don't really swatch amazing. Yeah, I'm not impressed at all with the swatches, but they perform much better on the eye, and this is a testament to that. Like, they're definitely way better on the eye, and I don't know if it's just the nature of the colors just being so bright, that they just don't swatch well. You kind of have to pack and work with it like that. I just went in and added some of this shade, the last shade that I swatched, to the outer corners of my eye, and y'all, it is so gorgeous. Now I'm wishing I would have used that one. Okay, so my first impressions of this palette is that so far so good. When I bought this palette, my intentions were to just use one of the shades all over the lid and create these monochromatic, I think that's the term, looks. Because there's a simple, during the summer I got a lot of stuff to do, so I wouldn't really like do all of this per se on like a day-to-day in the summer. So like I said, I would just take one of the mattes and pow, put it on and leave about my day. And it still looks very summery, very bright and fun without that much work. So for that purpose, even if you want to do these like crazy 5-6 color looks, you can do it. You can achieve it with this palette. And I feel like the price, you know, is not like, it's not terrible. $29 is like, yeah, I don't think it's like horrible for the colors and the amount of shades that you get. As you guys know, I do a monthly collective haul review. So at the end of June, I will give you my like final thoughts on this, but I'm going to continue to use it and play with it throughout the month. You'll probably see it in a few videos because I want to do those like one shadow looks. Thanks so much for tuning into this video. I hope that it was helpful. If you want to know anything that I'm wearing on my face, it's down below in the description box, as well as the link to the palette. Yeah, so with that, give me a thumbs up if you liked the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next one.